too
This chair is too low. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you
Did
so
you
much
get
for
any cookies
time with
yesterday?
the teams
Did you get
yesterday.
any cookies last night?
No.
You should have.
I should have.
I took some over there for you. You deserve some.
for
Hello.
time with the teams. They were on a
Yeah.
high all day because of time with you.
Great.
Ready whenever
We're here
you
for
are.
House Bill 1001. This bill creates an easier administrative pathway for audiologists and speech-language pathologists to practice in Washington. It helps maintain public health, and while regulating these providers, this bill will also benefit our military families whose members get licensed to practice in Washington. I want to thank our sponsor, Representative Lovett, Senator Wagner, for a great bill. We're doing a host of things to be able to increase our stock of trained professionals this year, and this is a great part of that. All right. Be well. Thank you for thinking about this. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Governor.
Like your pin.
Thank you.
Hi, Jay. How are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Jay, nice to meet you. Hello, Jay. How are you?
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Jay.
Kathy.
Jay.
Hi.
Good to see you. Hi, Jay. Peter. Hi.
Whenever you are, Governor.
This House Bill 1004, this gives cities, counties, and state the authority to place informational signs on bridges warning people about the effects of cold water shock. This bill, called Zach's Law, came about after Zachary Rager, a Washington high school student, lost his life in 2021 when he jumped off a popular bridge in a location he had used recreationally many times before. These new signs will help warn bridge visitors of important risk information. I want to thank sponsor Representative Abarno and Senator Braun and the families who've helped other people avoid this tragedy. Should we smile? I know it's hard to smile, but
1, 2, and 3. Again.
thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, make sure you get a pen here. Be well. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. The way it should be.
Good morning.
Hello.
Ready whenever you are.
Morning. This is House Bill 1017. It allows an applicant for a cosmetology, manicurist, esthetician, barber, or hair design license to register, licensee to register or take their final examination before they complete their instruction, as long as it takes place within 100 hours of finishing their program. This gets applicants into the workforce more quickly without sacrificing required training. Thanks, Representative Ryu and Senator Torres. And again, I'm glad we're going to get more people into the workforce faster. Let's smile for a second.
1, 2, 3. Again.
Thank you. Hello there, Jay. How are you?
Thank you. I'm Representative Ryu's assistant.
Thank you. Would
Thank
you
you,
please
sir.
thank her for her hard work? I know, I've heard about that. Hey, buddy, good to see you.
Yep.
Good to see you, Jay. How are you? How are you? Good to see you.
Good morning.
Hi, didn't see you.
I know, we have a lot of bills to sign though,
That's
so you
good.
stay on schedule.
All right, right in here, there we go.
Ready whenever you are.
This House Bill 1048, it lets voters, tribes, and organizations recover their costs from filing a challenge to an election system when they believe their or their members' voting rights were violated. This bill increases enforcement and accountability measures that protect voters, especially those in historically marginalized communities. These actions enhance the Washington Voting Right Act and will improve democracy in this great state. Very proud of our state that is moving in favor of having fair and just voting rather than backwards as some other states are going. I want to particularly appreciate the leadership of Representative Meno, who this is her first bill. This has been a big month for her. She not only has her first bill, but she threw out the first pitch at the Tacoma Rainiers game. It was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. And congratulations to her and the companion bill, Senator Saldana, who has been leading the effort for justice for years now. Let's smile for a second here.
Right up here, we go. 1, 2, and 3, and again. Okay.
Right, no, they're thinking about offering her a contract. The Rainiers are thinking about offering her a contract.
My arm still hurts. I'm retiring, I
It was
think.
something else. Jay, how you doing? Who's this?
Governor Inslee, this is Cam.
Hi,
He's my
Cam.
son. This is his first bill signing.
Cam is first person, yeah. It's great. Well, it looks like he's pretty much figured out what we're doing here.
I think so. He's
Celebrating.
watching. Yeah.
We're celebrating.
Yay.
Okay, extra ice cream for him. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
This House Bill 1058, this makes it easier for commercial truck drivers to get and retain a commercial driver's license. This also benefits previous license holders since they can now return to work without repeating the training and testing. Commercial drivers are the backbone of our economy, and this bill makes it easier for them to do their job. The Department of Licensing requested this bill. Thanks Representative Paul and Senator Velez for this bill, and this should help our economy and hopefully our Department of Transportation.
Here, 1, 2, and 3, and again.
All right, thank you.
It's good to see you, Governor.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Who's up there? Thanks for your work, bud.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Governor.
Thank you.
I'm getting over a cold, so I won't.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Hello. Hello. This House Bill 1069, it brings Washington into a nationally known behavioral health compact where states recognize each other's mental health counselor licenses. Joining more than a dozen other states in this compact means there will be more counselors for those who need support now. This bill improves behavioral health access, increases patient choice, preserves state licensing systems, increases the number of counselors who can practice in Washington, and helps people who need mental health support. I want to thank Representative Levitt for a very important bill so we can increase the ability to get mental health treatment in our state.
And gentlemen, back there, if you go that way just a little bit. Now we go back, no, just a little bit.
Oh,
There we go. 1, 2, and 3, and again.
all right.
Awesome.
Good important bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Governor.
Yeah, good bill.
Good morning. So good to see you.
Jay, how are you?
CLA, intern,
Nice to see you again.
Paige.
Paige, good to see you. Who's back there?
Governor, John Thunheim.
Hi, John.
Nice to
How
see
you
you.
doing? Nice to see you.
Be out here so he can be in the picture. And then
Why don't you bring Marshall over here? Let's bring Marshall over here.
Marshall over here.
Yeah, let's bring Marshall over this way here. This way, we want his day in the sun.
good boy. Marshall right here.
There we go. There's Marshall, appropriately posed.
Turn just so, there you go.
Hey, Marshall, you're looking good. Yeah, every bill I've signed with Marshall has been a good bill.
Yeah,
He really
I
has.
would have to agree.
Does he like his ears getting scratched?
He loves it, yes.
Marshall, I'll tell you, when you get a good bill to the governor, you get your ears scratched. It's part of the deal. All right, nice looking pooch.
We'll be here in
Yes.
30 seconds, go.
Yeah, well, my grandson Chase has a really nice thing when we walk and somebody goes by a dog, he always says, "I like your dog." And it's the most endearing thing. I've made more friends by
Yes,
saying that.
yeah, having questions.
I like your dog. How long has he been in service?
Since 2015, he's been here.
Really?
Yeah.
Looking
9
young.
years old,
Looking
yeah.
young. That's a young looking guy.
He has been a spokesperson
guess
for
he's
the
just gonna get
program. There's so
comfortable.
many
Yeah.
pictures of him.
Yeah, there's no reason you have to work extra hard, Marshall. It's okay. You don't have to work extra hard. You can just relax. That's okay. No problem at all.
Ready whenever you are.
Okay, here we are for House Bill 1077. House Bill 1077 will bring trained support dogs into the courthouse to help calm the fears of children and adult victims when testifying in court. Witnesses in the community and inside the courtroom will be able to access these dogs. This bill opens access for courthouse dogs at schools, daycare facilities, law enforcement agencies, medical facilities, or other locations where they can offer support during a law enforcement investigation. I may note that 2 days ago, Trudy and I were in Skamania County, and we were talking to some of the child abuse treatment folks. And Trudy said, wouldn't it be a good idea if you had support dogs to help kids and families? And 2 days later, I'm signing this bill. So Trudy is really ahead of the curve. And I'm glad that she has friends. And Representative Ty, thanks for your leadership on this. Happy to sign this bill, otherwise known as Marshall's Law. So let's smile. Marshall, can you smile there? All right, thank you. Thanks. Take care.
Thank you, Governor.
Take
And
care.
Governor, just so you know, this is now a national, international program, and it all started in King County.
Great.
So,
All right.
lots of proud things
Leading
to
the
watch.
world yet again.
Yet again.
Always, always.
Okay, be well, everybody.
Thank you.
We'll see you, Marshall. Yep.
He may just
Time as a
I thought Trudy was your favorite constituent.
well, she is, but unless you're around, then I think.
Ready whenever you are, Governor.
This is House Bill 1082. It will allow physical and occupational therapists to own and operate businesses with other health care providers. This will help patients who may need multiple health care services under one roof. I want to thank my representative, Simmons, and thanks to companion bill, Senator Muzal, for this bill opening up another door to helping folks. So let's smile for a
If
second.
you want to come around the corner, start at the back. Yeah, there we go. And hand it back. You go that way, just a little, I'll be able to see you. There we go. Good. All right, 1, 2, and 3. And again, 1, 2, and 3.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for representing our family well.
Absolutely. See you soon, okay?
You gotta have that one. There you go.
Yes. It's my first bill signing as a representative. The first 2 years was wonderful.
Oh, this is your first in person? Oh, that's awesome. That's great. That's great. Many more to come.
Oh, we can get,
Great,
thank you
yeah,
so
she's
much.
got pens. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
Fantastic.
Nice
Want to
see you.
introduce Renee and Christopher. They're an occupational therapist and a speech therapist here in Lacey.
Right.
And they've been practicing together for 17 years.
Hello.
This is House Bill 1088. This bill allows Washingtonians to use arbitration in all family law matters, not just financial matters. This means individuals don't have to wait for months to get in front of a judge for each step. Now they can use arbitrators to help resolve custody or visitation issues sooner. This bill will help ease the caseload in family court. It will also give families more flexibility, privacy, and shorter turnaround times to resolve disputes through arbitration. And going forward, new safeguards are in place for victims of domestic violence. This includes guidelines to ensure that one party does not overpower or intimidate another. The bill was carefully crafted to protect the best interests of the child. The Uniform Law Commission requested this bill. Thanks, Representative Whalen, for this thoughtful bill.
Right up here, 1, 2, and again.
All right, thank you. How you doing?
Doing great. So nice to meet you. Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Governor.
Go forth and arbitrate.
Absolutely.
She said, they're showing your baby pictures on MSNBC. And I thought, why are they showing my baby, like my pictures of my kid? I thought they were showing pictures of my kid. She says, no, they were your baby pictures when you looked like a baby 30 years ago.
Gov, no one's for this bill, so you're on your own.
This is House Bill 1100. It will allows the County Board of Commissioners to help financially secure the arrangements of someone who has died outside of Washington in a county next to our state lines and who were too impoverished to secure their own burial plans. Thank you, Representative Schmick. Okay. This is House Bill 1784. It extends emergency funding that the state needs to help agencies distribute the right food resources to Washington families who are experiencing food insecurity. The pandemic caused a food security crisis, with 1 in 3 people experiencing food insecurity or continuing to experience it since. This continued boost to Washingtonians offered them an important lifeline as they raise their families, go to work, and use these programs to help keep food on the table. I want to thank our State Department of Agriculture who are administering these programs, and also the many volunteers who work at our food banks. I met a gentleman at Skamania County the other day and working really hard to organize the food bank there, and I know a lot of people are pitching in for their neighbors. So thanks, Derek, for his leadership, and Representative Gregerson for getting this bill to my desk. So let's smile for a second.
Here, 1, 2, and 3, and again, got it.
We're gonna stand for one more photo.
Okay, let's get one more picture here.
Thank you.
Can't take you anywhere.
All right.
Thank you, Governor, so much for your support
Thank you.
and for your wife's
Get healthier,
support.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you. Thanks
Who
to
wants to
everybody
give this
involved
and
in
to
this.
Representative
There we go,
Brennan?
yeah.
Sir,
Good to see you.
good to see you.
This House Bill 1120, this establishes the best interest standard for insurers and insurance brokers to follow as they recommend or sell annuities to consumers. This bill requires them to act in the best interest of the consumer without placing their own interests ahead of them. Consumers will now have a better understanding of what they are purchasing. Thanks to sponsor Representative Reeves, and congratulations on her first bill since coming back to the legislature. She and I are in a special caucus, which is those who came back. Okay,
I
let's
did not know
smile for a
that
second.
caucus existed, but I'm
Oh,
happy to
yeah.
be in it.
And 3, and again, 1, 2, and 3.
You're the chair, I'm the co-chair.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm going to hang on to this pen now forever. Thank you, Governor. Yeah.
Thank you, Governor.
Good to see you. This is House Bill 1165. This updates our laws on how to better protect a victim when someone has intentionally disclosed unauthorized intimate images of them. Currently, Washington law allows a victim to pursue civil legal action only if their intimate images were disclosed without their consent. Now victims can pursue civil legal action when someone threatens to disclose these images as well. These additional remedies, which include seeking emotional and economic damages when someone makes money off the image, offer victims another layer of legal protection and potential legal action. Finally, this bill clarifies that younger victims can seek justice for this issue when they turn 18. Uniform Law Commission requested this bill. Thanks, Representative Orwell. All right, thank you. Thank you. Well, if you can get that to Tina, that's great. your families.
Thank you, Governor.
Helping the state move forward. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Governor Danger.
Good to see you.
My partner in this good bill.
Yeah, he comes from quite a family.
Ready whenever you are, Governor.
This is House Bill 1209. This bill makes it a Class C felony to knowingly possess, buy, sell, or deliver a pill press machine if you know it will be used to produce a controlled substance. Pill press machines can produce illegal drugs and counterfeit pills that are laced with fentanyl or heroin. This bill is another tool that may help law enforcement hold drug traffickers accountable for their role in the opioid epidemic. Thanks, Representative Levitt, for her work.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Again? Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for helping other families. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Governor.
Yeah. Hope your family finds some peace after this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Governor.
Thanks, and good to see you.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah. House Bill 1210, it requires school district board members to audio record their meetings and keep the recordings for 1 year. The bill also encourages school districts to create accessible formats of these recordings so that individuals who don't speak English or need communication assistance can still benefit and participate in this public discourse, sponsored by Representative Rude.
1, 2, and 3. Again? Okay.
Thank you very much for your signature.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good morning.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can't complain.
Next to the go, Representative. Yeah.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Pretty good, yeah, definitely.
Good to see you.
Governor.
Ready whenever you are, Governor.
This is House Bill 1254. It makes technical adjustments to several tax laws so that the Department of Revenue can update the measures it uses to make inflation adjustments. This change will help the agency keep administering tax laws fairly, equitably, and efficiently. Department of Revenue requested this bill, and we have a tech genius, Representative Street, who sponsored it. So thank you for leading this effort. And I want to thank also Senator Robinson, who helped on this bill. So let's smile for a second.
1, 2, 3. Again?
All right. Thanks, bud.
Thank you very much.
Now this isn't your first bill, is it?
No, it's not. It's my first signing, though.
First signing? No, but this is your first signing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was the first signing I've made.
You've made, okay, got it, okay. Good enough, that's good enough. Nice to see you.
Hi, Governor. This is Leo Finnegan. He's the man who's been building all these homes for
Leo, thank you for what you've been doing.
Thank you very
We
much.
really appreciate what you've done.
Too, sir.
When did you start building? When was it?
20 years ago.
Well, thanks.
2001.
You've helped a lot of people.
They've got 5 homes.
Yeah,
Really? You got 5 homes?
yeah.
That's amazing.
Takes care
small.
I'm also the board member too.
We can't get rid of this guy. He's the founder. And his wife Rose.
He looks like the guy you'd call to carry all the sheetrock.
There you go.
You gotta have the broad shoulders. Okay, we're here to sign House Bill 1265. This bill expands a property tax exemption that applies to adult family homes for people with developmental disabilities. This helps ensure that this type of housing for individuals with developmental disabilities remains affordable. I want to thank Representative Ramos and Senator Mullet. And would you remind me of your name again?
Leo Finnegan.
And Leo Finnegan and his group that are building this in so many different ways for 2 decades now. I know he's got 3 decades ahead of him, so with that, I'm going to sign this bill. Okay, let's smile for a second.
Here, 1, 2, and 3, and again.
All right, thank you so much.
That pen goes to Leo here.
Okay, Leo, you get that. For 2 decades of work, you ought to get a pen out of it. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Governor.
Hey, thanks a lot, Governor. I really appreciate it. Swing around, you'll get it. All right.
Amina, I'm with the Adult Family Council.
I got it.
Thank you, Governor. Nice to meet you. Erica and Raquel.
And I'm Hunter with Rep. Ramos. Connor, Senator Mullet's
Good to see you. Okay, keep building. We will. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Leo,
Ready whenever you are, Governor.
This is House Bill 1274. It requires 2 state agencies to create a child malnutrition resource guide for child protective service workers and other field workers. The Department of Children, Youth, and Families will work with the Department of Health to create this guide. It will help staff recognize potential malnutrition warning signs, strengthen investigative practices, and raise awareness around the symptoms. This guide will also include trauma-informed next steps and resources. And I want to thank Representative Couture for the first bill. All right, should we smile for a second?
Here, 1, 2, and Brooke is ready. We go 1, 2, and 3, and again. Good.
All right.
It's a long time to hold a smile, man.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Governor.
Very good, thank you.
Yep, mine.
Thank you.
Smile.
Okay, photos, absolutely. Do that.
This is House Bill 1287. This removes a licensing barrier for dental hygienists who relocate to Washington, and it will expand the options for entering the dental hygiene workforce. I thank Representative Ty and this great profession. One of many things we're doing this year to help bring more professional health care folks to the state of Washington.
Eric here, 1, 2, Andrew, and again.
And I hope
Yes,
to be
and
back
the
for another
legislators,
one of those.
the legislators all have great smiles because of hygienists. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see
Thank
you again.
Take care.
Your jacket, if you have a jacket.
Hi, this is House Bill 1290. This bill helps reduce the cost of officer training for Washington tribes. Tribal agencies that have officer certification agreements will now pay 25% rather than 100% of the cost of training tribal officers at the Criminal Justice Training Commission. This legislation brings equity to tribes and local governments as they pay for officer training. The Criminal Justice Training Commission requests this bill. Thanks, Representative Lekanoff and Senator Lovick for this bill.
Up here, 1, 2, and 3, and again. Okay.
Thank you. So
See you.
great to work
Good to
with
see
you.
you. Right, here you
Pleasure
go.
to see
Here you
you.
go. Nice to see you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
paying attention to this.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot for helping improve the world. This is House Bill 1336. It ensures that financial penalties under IRS rules won't apply to pension benefits for volunteer firefighters and reserve officers. It's a great way to ensure that those who put their lives on the line for us get the pension benefits they deserve. Thanks, Representative Stokesbury and Senator Loveland. Okay. Hello.
It's Chris.
Hola.
Right here, yeah, she'll be, yeah.
Good to see you.
You too.
This is
Ready whenever you are.
This House Bill 1352, it permits the 29 federally recognized tribes in Washington to form intergovernmental agreements with their county treasurers, giving tribes better access to use their own funds and invest in ventures that will benefit their community. This will benefit local and tribal governments, since local governments already do this under current law. This is one more way we can recognize and respect the sovereignty of the tribes that we share borders with. The Washington State Association of County Treasurers supported this bill, and thanks to Representative Stearns for your first bill. I know there will be very many great bills coming from you. So this is just one of many. Okay, let's smile for a second.
1, 2, and 3. And again. Got it.
All right, thanks, bud.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Governor.
Okay, we'll look forward to you being here many times.
Good to see you.
Mary. How you doing? Jay, nice meeting you. Hi, Jay, how are you? Treasurers to administer financial transactions. Representative Chapman Prime sponsored this bill. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Any cookies last night?
I shared them.
Good. I'm not a cookie eater. Really? Okay, that's too bad. It's one of your only fault that I know of. This House Bill 1420, it helps banks and lenders clarify which entity takes precedence over others in regard to mortgages. Clearing up who has priority will make it easier for the public to establish certain lines of credit and help lenders make decisions with more accurate information. Thanks, Representative Hackney and Senator Dozier, for this bill. So we'll smile for a second.
Here, 1, 2, and 3. And again, 1, 2, and 3.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Governor. Appreciate it. Thank you. Be well. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully your hand isn't cramping up yet.
No, I got 11 years experience here.
Where do you want me to stand?
This House Bill 1481, this will support local tribes as they maintain an experienced police force by giving them access to the state's retirement system. Thanks to sponsor Representative Cortez. Congratulations on your first bill. And let's smile for a second. All right, thank you guys. Thank you. Be well. Be well. Thank you. Thank you.
Get the pen out of the bill. Thanks.
Hi, this is House Bill 1514. This streamlines the process for manufacturers of recreational vehicles and park trailers to get their products on the market. This bill does not weaken safety regulations and will benefit businesses and consumers in our state. Thanks, Representative Robertson and Senator Conway.
Right up here, 1, 2, and 3. And again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Be well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Try to get some housing, people. Okay.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you. This is House Bill 1522. It requires new applicants in higher education settings to sign a statement about previous sexual misconduct on their employment record, sponsored by Representative Paulette.
Right up here, 1, 2, and 3, and again.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Governor.
Be well. Be well. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Hello.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is House Bill 1544. It changes the schedule for when local governments must review their shoreline master program, an important land use policy that helps protect our state shorelines. Going forward, local governments won't have to undergo the in-depth review process for the two biggest laws that govern our land use at the same time. Staggering the review schedule will streamline costs for local governments, increase workload efficiencies, and reduce scheduling conflicts. Thanks, Representative Alvarado, and congratulations on your first bill and the companion bill by Senator Torres. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you. This is House Bill 1572. It restores fairness in tax litigation against counties. It clarifies that a taxpayer can file a claim to recover taxes paid under protest in a neighboring county. The claim does not have to be filed in the same county where the tax was collected. I want to thank Representative Springer for his prime sponsoring this bill.
Thank you.
Thank you. Say hello for me.
Will do.
This is House Bill 1620. It will temporarily change the requirements an unincorporated area must follow to incorporate into a town or city, sponsored by Representative Fye.
Oh, over there? Yeah, sorry.
Yes, right here's fine. Yeah. And you can come on in as well.
Are we sticking on one side? Okay.
We are ready, Dr.
This House Bill 1624 allows the Washington State School Directors Association to administer elections electronically for the board members of 9 regional educational service districts. This simplifies the process for the school district directors who vote for these positions and will increase voter turnout for thousands of school board members. Thanks, Representative Ibarra. Thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Little Jack
Thank
rabbits.
you.
Yeah.
Yes, Governor.
Jack,
Yeah.
grab me. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
see, wherever you go.
Ready whenever you are.
This House Bill 1645, it allows counties to hold regular meetings in a larger city that isn't necessarily the county seat. This flexibility gives more county residents greater access to county business and increases the chances for residents to attend in person. Thanks to sponsor Representative Bernard, and congratulations on your first bill, and companion bill, Senator Dozier in the Senate.
Okay, right here, 1, 2, and 3, again.
All right, thank you.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Be well.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Governor.
Good job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank
Jay.
you.
This House Bill 1656, it increases the efficiency and coordination between the Employment Security Department and the Office of Administrative Hearings by making the unemployment insurance appeals process better for employees and employers. The Employment Security Department requests this bill. Thanks to sponsor Representative Schmidt, and congratulations on your first bill. Companion bill sponsored by Senator Braun.
Okay, right up here, 1, 2, and 3, again. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? Nice to see you. See you, Mary.
Okay, ready whenever you are, Governor.
This is House Bill 1657. It makes a small change to the law so that federal judges and U.S. Supreme Court justices may officiate weddings in Washington along with most other judges. Thanks, Representative Street, who believes in the institution of marriage, even though some of us don't want to be institutionalized. But in any event, let's smile for a second. All right. Perfect. Thanks, buddy. Good job.
Thanks again.
This is Senate Bill 5338. It provides a pathway to modernize the list of benefits and insurance plans in Washington must cover, such as hearing instruments. These updates will offer additional health coverage to consumers, making health care more affordable. Thanks, Senator Cleveland. All right.
We did it, guys.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you very much. Again, efficiency in action in a better Washington state.